Here's a surprise. Sprint car safety took a back seat once again, this time on night one of the Williams Grove National Open. We discuss it on this special edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. The issue started after time trials in a pair of non-qualifier events Friday night. A dense fog rolled in over turns 1 and 2, and a short time later, it got even worse in 3 and 4. It got to the point where drivers were asked multiple times before the start of heat races if conditions were safe enough to continue. Before the start of the second heat race, drivers were 50-50 on whether or not conditions were safe enough to go green. This was according to officials and World of Outlaws announcer Johnny Gibson. It was then stated that they were going to give it a try. Are you kidding me? Did the 50% who gave thumbs down not matter? Apparently not. And this show went on way too long from a safety standpoint. Getting the last 2 heat races in was tempting fate. Doubling down and running the C main, that was just ridiculous. According to the 10 drivers I talked to in the pit area after heat races, visibility was a major problem. One driver went through over 20 tear-offs in an 8-lap event. The fog was also laying down moisture just outside the groove. Miss it, and it could have been disastrous. Yet it seemed officials gave no thought to what if. To the drivers I talked to, all of that was unacceptable. Thankfully, this thing was called before the dash, and the rest of the program was moved to Saturday. But again, in my mind, this went on way too long. Look, I understand what the track and the series goes through. The fans, the logistics of the event, the contingency plan, the finances, but safety needs to be put first, and that didn't happen in this case. It's getting to the point where I don't want to hear tracks and series talk about safety. Too often, this is an issue born out of convenience instead of necessity. I understand the old adage, the show must go on, still applies, but that's archaic thinking. And this sport should and needs to be better in regard to safety to move forward. We will have more on this issue on SprintCarUnlimited.com with driver quotes included. Tune in Monday for another edition of the 90 at 9.